Well, hi there and welcome. Freeze-dried foodie here. My pal Deanie had asked for a recipe for broccoli cheese soup, so that's what we're doing today. You're going to start with a quarter of a cup of butter, that's 4 tablespoons, and melt that. And then we're going to add to it 2 tablespoons of our chopped onion. Now, notice how quickly this starts to brown, so be ready with your ingredients. You're going to add to that a quarter of a cup of flour. I used a keto flour, a high fiber flour, but you can use regular flour. And that will make our roux. Then you're going to add 2 cups of either veggie broth or chicken broth to that, as well as 2 cups of water. Now make sure you whisk, lots of whisking here. Now it's time for our Thrive Life ingredients. That's 2 tablespoons of our chopped carrots that I put in the blender, as well as a cup and a half of our broccoli. Now I like to blend the ingredients because I like the texture that it provides in the soup. I like a good distribution of vegetables throughout the soup, but you don't have to blend them if you don't want to. After about 10 minutes of cooking, I ended up adding some Thrive Life garlic, which I love. And it was just too thick, so I did 2 more cups of water along with 2 cups of half and half, or you could do 1 cup of cream and 1 cup of water. And once that has come to temperature, it's time for the Thrive Life cheddar cheese. Now this is a cup and a half of our cheddar cheese that I have blended. Now I do recommend you blend the cheddar cheese because it melts a lot better if you blend it. So I made kind of a cheese powder out of it by putting it in the blender, and it starts to melt immediately and it gets really nice and smooth. Side note, if you wanted to use our Thrive Life cheese sauce, you could probably do that here. I think it would be great, but I'm trying to watch my carbs, so I used the cheddar. Now I just add some seasonings here. That's some salt, and this is ground mustard. I think ground mustard is great with anything that you put cheese in. There's some black pepper. And for a creamy factor, I added 1/3 of a cup of our Thrive Life sour cream powder. You could, of course, add fresh instead if you prefer. Now here's some turmeric. I think it is a beautiful golden color, and it's really healthy too. And after a taste, I decided to add a couple shakes of cayenne pepper. Okay, now I'm adding half of a cup of our broccoli florets just at the end here to add a little more texture to the soup. I cooked it for probably 10 more minutes with the lid on, and then that's it. It's ready, and this is what you end up with, just a really creamy, luscious broccoli cheese soup. It comes together in less than half an hour, and it is absolutely delicious. This is the kind of food you can make with freeze-dried ingredients. These are shelf-stable ingredients. They are good for a year after you open the can, and you can make delicious, homemade, fantastic recipes with our freeze-dried food. People don't really understand until they taste it, but the flavor of our food is incredible. I'll put the full recipe and a shopping link in the description box below. Well, Deanie, let me know what you think. Y'all take care, and as always, keep thriving.